So it's 2022, right? It's school ends and I get out to the pickup bay, right? So I get picked up by my mum and I'm in the car, right? And in the car, she asks me, "How is your day going?" And I told her, "I'm tired," right? Because every single day at this point, for like weeks, months, like ages, right? I felt tired every single day. I just felt lethargic. And then she mentions, "Oh, should we like send you to the doctor, because it's like every single day you've been saying this." And I was like, "Yeah, it's probably a good idea." We never ended up going to the doctor, but what I didn't realize at the time was that the reason why I was tired was just because my life was just so purposeless. I didn't have like a meaning behind my life. I was so inactive. I would just come home from school. I would grind out all of my schoolwork like on the first day of the week because basically at my old school, we used to get assigned homework like weekly, right? So it was the same homework every single week. So it would be Monday and I'd grind out all of my homework and then the day off, like just for the rest of the week, I would sit in my bed and watch YouTube for like 4 to 5 hours. Like genuinely no exaggeration. Like I would feel physically sick. I would feel so sick, right? It got to the point where I had such bad like joint pain in my hips from laying down all day because I basically just it was so inactive. And my joint pain gets to this point where it hurts so bad I've got to go to a physiotherapist. And when I go to the physiotherapist on like the first day, they kind of want to like test my like flexibility, test my like hip strength and all that. So they get me to do a couple exercises, a couple things. And one of those things was to lay down flat like on a bench, but my hips would be off the bench. So for example, like imagine this book. This book is the bench, and this is me, and I'm like lying down here. So imagine my two knuckles. Those are like my hip joints, right? So they would be like lying off the leg like this, and then the rest of my body would be on the bench. My hip flexibility was so bad that when I relaxed my hips, they were like this. They were like this. Like I was like I wouldn't try. I would just like let them relax, and they would still be pushed up like this. And the physio literally said, "This is the worst hip flexibility I have ever seen in my life." The physio, whose job it is to literally help people with this problem, like help people with like being tight and unflexible. He said that was the worst flexibility he had seen in his entire life. Now I've basically quit all social media. I only watch like 30 minutes to an hour per week of YouTube. I've like achieved so many goals that I feel so proud of. I've built a physique that I feel so proud of. Like honestly, I would consider it no self-glaze, like a 9 out of 10 physique. And now I wake up every single day and I don't feel tired. I get out of bed in just like 1 minute because I'm honestly like excited to start the day. Like I wake up and it's like 6 a.m. in the morning. That's when I have my alarm set. I wake up and I get out of my bed like within 1 minute. Within 1 minute. Back when I was like younger, back during this time, 2022, I would wake up and I would feel so tired. I would just feel like shit every single day. Like just complete and utter shit. And I would just be lying in bed, just procrastinating waking up, and I'd have like my mum shouting at me, like, "It's time to get ready, it's like breakfast ready." I was like, oh my gosh, like this shit is just so ass. It's so, and that's the life that most of you guys live. You live this life where you just every single day is the same, and it's just so tired. You're so tired. And I'm not here saying that living every single day the same is a bad thing, because far out my dog's. I'm not gonna sit here saying that living every single day the same is a bad thing, because that's exactly what I do. I live every single day like pretty much the exact same with my routine. And I still love it, right? I still enjoy it. It's so much better than it was before. But the thing is, it wasn't actually always like this. When I first started to try and improve my life, like it was a very, very slow journey for me. Like I became Christian, then I started going to the gym, and then from the point when I discovered self improvement, I was still addicted to social media. I was still spending an unhealthy amount of time like watching YouTube, bro. So I was still struggling with that. And it took me a long time to like cut all that out. But even though I was like on self improvement for a long time, like a year, it took me almost a full year of self improvement to learn this one lesson, which I'm gonna teach you in like less than like 3 minutes. But basically, it took me a year to realize this because I was like living this like self-improvement life where I'm wake up 5 a.m., I meditate 20 minutes, I take a cold shower, I gratitude journal. But then the thing is, I was doing all of that and I was still miserable because the reason why I was still miserable was because it wasn't for anything. There was just no point to it. There was no purpose. It's like imagine that doing all these good habits like cold showers, meditating, gratitude journaling, all of those things, they're like multipliers on your purpose, right? This is a concept I want you to remember. I want you to remember that word purpose, right? Because I know you already know what that word means, but I'm gonna basically this is what my entire channel's about, right? I teach people about purpose, how to find and fulfill purpose. So I'm basically this video I'm just like glazing the shit out of purpose and I'm telling you how it's gonna fix all your problems in life. But basically imagine how fulfilled you are is kind of based on at least this is what I think is based on how purposeful you are, like how purposeful the life you're living is. If you, and putting like man, this is hard to explain. Basically, imagine that meditating and cold showers and all that, they're like a multiplier on that. So when you take a cold shower, it's like timesing the, let's say you have like level one purpose, right? Or some shit like that. And then you do a cold shower, right? Then it's like timesing it by two, right? But if you times zero by two, then it still equals zero. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is really hard to explain. And I know I'm explaining it in a completely shit way, but I'm hoping you kind of understand what I'm saying with this, right? Doing the good habits, it's good for you, right? But that's not what's gonna improve your life. That's not what's gonna make you wanna get up in the morning. That's not gonna make you happy and like excited about your life. That's not what's gonna make you feel fulfilled. What's gonna make you feel fulfilled is doing the work that's going to get you the success. It's being purpose focused. The cold showers and the meditating and all of these things, they're great. Like, please, like, by all means, do those things. But they should be secondary. They're like supporting. It's kind of like supplements versus like actual food. Like, you need the actual food to survive. You can't live off supplements. But supplements still aid your health, right? So you eat the food to survive. The food is the bare minimum, and you need the food, and you can get nutrients from food. But then also the supplements, they add to the food. They make the food better. It's like the meal and then the seasoning, right? If you put salt and pepper on your meal, it would taste much better. But the thing is, if you just had salt and pepper by itself, it's useless. Why the hell would you want salt and pepper by itself? That's what I'm trying to explain here. I know what you're thinking right now, but Cameron, oh, that's all great and all, and like, being purpose focused, it's gonna make me feel more awake and feel more energetic and enjoy my life. But the thing is, what the hell does that mean? What does being purpose focused actually mean? Because that's just like very, very broad. Like, you've heard the word a million times, right? Like, oh, like, it's my life's purpose to do this, or like, oh, blah, blah, blah. But it's so vague, right? Like, the way most people talk about purpose is so vague. But what I mean when I say purpose is a goal that you are obsessed over. That's the new definition of purpose. Take out the old definition of purpose, right? There's things like life purpose, which is very, very important as well. And this kind of like entangles with the whole idea of like the purpose I'm talking about, which is a goal you're obsessed over at the moment. It's like a purpose layer. Like, think about purpose in layers. It's not just like one clear thing. And I'm not gonna expect you to know what the one thing is, like your life's purpose right now. That takes years to uncover. But before you can do that, right? Before you can that's kind of like the core of the onion. And you have to start at the beginning of the onion. And the beginning of the onion is whatever excites you at the moment. That's what I want you to think of as your purpose layer, right? You have to peel back that layer of your purpose by fulfilling that goal. There's a great book that you should read, and there's a reason why I've got it in the top stack of like this book stack I put in all my videos. It's called Way of the Superior Man, and I've talked about it before on my channel. But basically, this book it talks mainly about relationships and stuff, and all that kind of stuff. But it also talks about, in the first like section of the book, it talks about purpose a lot, right? So I would honestly give this a read. Like, you can just pirate it from somewhere on the internet. Like, you don't have to buy an actual physical copy. And it's like so short. Like, the chapters take like I'm a dyslexic retard, right? So it takes me like 15 minutes to read like a bloody page of a book. And like the chapters are so short. Like, let me just show you. Here, look. This is basically what a chapter looks like. It's this, and then this is the first chapter of the book, and then it's so close. And then look, it's literally like 2 pages, bro. Anybody can read 2 pages. It's so easy. It's so entertaining, bro. And it's such a good book as well. Like, it'll take you, like, honestly, like, if you're one of those like book nerds, it'll take you a week to get through this book. For me, I just read like one chapter a day because like I'm a dumbass and I'm slow at reading. So just read that book, bro. Because then there's a chapter in there which actually, let me try and find that now, where basically they talk about purpose layers, right? Basically what I'm talking about now. This is the definition I want you to have for where is it? For purpose. Yeah. Okay, here. So chapter 12, I'm not gonna read it out to you, but chapter 12, that's the chapter I want you to read, especially. Like, of course, read the book in order, it's gonna be better that way. But if you're really, really lazy and you're too much of a bum to actually read the book, then just read chapter 12 and also chapter 1. Chapter 1 is a very, very good chapter. But chapter 12 as well, because that's what's going to teach you like kind of my definition of purpose, which is the definition I want you to have, which is purpose comes in layers. It's not one clear defined thing. It can be and it will be at some point, but for now, I just want you to think of it as the goal you're obsessed over, the thing that excites you. So right now for you, that could be bodybuilding, that could be martial arts, that could be anything, right? For me right now, that is this business. That is helping you guys. That is trying to like coach people and actually change their lives. Making these videos like very, very recently, since the start of the summer. Like basically since the start of yesterday, I've been trying such a new approach with this. Like I've basically kind of like done this business chapter 2, right? So I've been trying to change up the videos. I've tried to been like way more authentic. Like my usual videos, I'll sit here recording and I'll be like, I'll like have my script here. It's like bullet points, right? I've still got that here, of course, just to keep me on track. But I've been very, very much more unscripted with this video. Like if I have a mistake, I'll just run with it. But usually in my videos, I'll have my bullet points like here on my computer underneath the camera, and I'll basically read them and I'll be like, oh, okay, like yeah, tell them about whatever, and then I'll be like, blah 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 blah, and then I get the word wrong. Like the best way to increase your testosterone. Oh fuck! Like I got the thing wrong, and then it's just a pain in the ass, right? So what I've been doing is I've just been trying to be more authentic, just talking the way I would talk to my friends. And let me know in the comments if you like this style more, right? And also, if you want to work with me, if you want to be my coaching client for completely free. Like I'm not going to charge you a penny. First link in the description, you can join my community. I can talk to you. I can give you any advice you need for completely free, not a dollar. I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a good one. Bye.